You can follow up with these organizations to see how they can serve you and what you can do to benefit from their programs. So, like I was mentioning, one of the great events that's really an outstanding entrepreneurship conference that is free is also put on by the Joseph School of Business, which is a part of the Living Word Christian Center. And every year they put on something called the Business Leadership Conference, and it's coming up again this year. It is on March 22nd and 23rd. It is free to register, and it is just an outstanding program with workshops and speakers, and they have a full array of booths and things and people involved with that. Go to blc.billwinston.org, blc.billwinston.org, and you can find out how to register for the upcoming Entrepreneurship Summit, just 5 days away, 5 days, 18 minutes, 18 hours, 29 minutes, and 4 seconds away when I go to the webpage and I'm looking at this, and I have participated. I've been a speaker at this conference. I've attended this conference. It's just phenomenal. And it's at the Living Word Christian Center, 7600 West Roosevelt Road. You can register for free. It is absolutely phenomenal. And there is no greater supporter of prosperity and business development leadership than Bill Winston. Dr. Bill Winston, man, he is doing it. And every time I go to this program, I always learn something new. I always make a new connection. I always get a new resource. Last year I was there, I found out about this partnership that they put together with IBM. And of course, Dr. Bill Winston was a former executive with IBM, but a lot of people didn't know that. And so he's got a background in business and technology himself, but he is really, really taking it to another level with this BLC conference. So again, go to blc.billwinston.org. And right when you hit that landing page, you can register for free. It's on the 22nd and the 23rd. That is this time next week. And you want to be there and take advantage of everything that could help your business go to the next level. Hey, we are enjoying ourselves, and I think my guest is going to be coming up after our next break. So sit tight, hang with us, enjoy the ride.
For state's attorney, the choice is clear. Clayton Harris. Clayton is a former prosecutor who will make our community safer and ensure justice for all. But his opponent, Eileen Burke, we can't trust her. Burke prosecuted a 10-year-old boy for a murder he didn't commit. She ignored evidence that proved his innocence, and then called this young black child a, quote, whole new breed. A judge later overturned the ruling, but Burke still refuses to admit she was wrong. Burke doesn't have the judgment to be state's attorney, and judgment matters. That's why Cook County Democrats endorse Clayton Harris. Clayton gets it. He's raising his family on the South Side and knows what it takes to keep our communities safe. For a state's attorney who knows that we need safety and justice, vote Clayton Harris on or before March 19th. Paid for by Friends for Clayton Harris III.
Hey everybody, it's Melody Vancouver, Midway Broadcasting's CEO and proud Loyola University Rambler. WVON's audience knows the tragic story of Emmett Till, but did you know that his mom, Mamie Till Mobley, was an educator who got her master's degree from Loyola in 1971? The Black Alumni Board has started a scholarship fund in her honor and in an effort to support what she loved, urban education. So whether you're a Loyola graduate or not, please consider giving to the Mamie Till Mobley Scholarship Fund at Loyola University before March 19th. That's Loyola's Rambler Rally, an annual fundraising drive supporting a number of scholarship initiatives within the institution.
It's a Saturday.
Year,
What else do you do?
Mamie Till Mobley Scholarship. Top of the class. They're only asking for 40 donors to unlock my personal contribution. I say, let's get to 100 donors. Let's show the power of WVON and supporting the next generation. Go to WVON.com and click the Mamie Till Mobley banner to make your donation. There's always a gift in giving. Thank you.
You wouldn't negotiate a deal without knowing your limit. Then why play the Illinois lottery games without one? Learn how to have fun and play it safe at the Responsible Gaming page on IllinoisLottery.com. Be smart, play smart. Must be 18 or older to play.
Chicagoans love their barbecue, and one of the hometown favorites is The Slab at 1918 East 71st Street near 71st and Jeffrey. It's all about the meat at Trice's Original Slab Barbecue. That's why The Slab marinates its ribs in a secret rub for 48 hours before it hits the pit. Check out The Slab's rib tips, barbecue chicken, beef, pork, and turkey links, turkey legs. And when you come to The Slab, you can get more than their delicious slow-cooked meat. You can get a meal. The Slab offers delicious homemade sides like mac and cheese, candied yams, mixed greens, spaghetti, potato salad, and coleslaw. Voted #1 on the South Side by the Chicago Tribune, Trice's Original Slab Barbecue is family-owned and operated in the heart of South Shore. Stop by 1918 East 71st Street near 71st and Jeffrey and pick up your slab today.
Slab opens daily at 11 a.m. for call-in orders, Uber Eats, Grubhub, or the Slab Zone delivery service. Call 773-966-5018. Now serving turkey tips.
Why are so many migrants from places like Venezuela showing up in Chicago? Because wealthy oil distributors spent decades robbing Venezuela of its resources, leaving the country in shambles and pocketing the wealth. This is how Mariana Sparopoulos' family made their fortune. Now Sparopoulos is pouring millions of dollars of oil money into her campaign for clerk of the city court, trying to buy another office at our expense. Say no to Mariana Sparopoulos on March 19th.
Hi, I am clerk of the Circuit Court, Iris Martinez. As clerk, I opened up a domestic violence center in the Markham Courthouse and recently opened an expansion center that will help thousands of Cook County residents who deserve a second chance. I was encouraged by President Barack Obama, my former colleague in the Illinois Senate, to be the Hispanic Caucus Chair of the Democratic National Committee. And today, I ask for your vote in my upcoming re-election as clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County. My name is Iris Martinez, and I approve this message. Paid for by Iris for Cook County Circuit Court Clerk.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infection from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Hey, Alexa, play WVON 1690 AM.
Getting WVON 1690 AM station from iHeartRadio.
Try it out for yourself. America is listening to WVON.
All right, we are back, and I tell you what, with that beautiful music, I'm going to bring on my beautiful guest, and she is going to tell us some exciting activities, not only in her own entrepreneurship journey, but in a role that she plays with matching entrepreneurs who come through the Sunshine Enterprise Community Business Academy with access to capital services, and I'm sure it doesn't stop there, because this is one busy lady, Miss Noelle Curtis. How are you doing, Noelle?
I'm great, Bruce. How are you?
I am absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for inviting me out last night, and I was able to hear those wonderful pitches from Black founders here in Chicago. And so we had a wonderful evening. I want to thank you for that invite, and I had a wonderful time.
Absolutely. We are in the ecosystem. Our paths cross more frequently recently than ever before. So, it's always a pleasure to be in your company.
Well, like I say each and every week, we tell people you got to get out and about. It's all about relationships. And of course, you've been an entrepreneur. Now, you've had more than one entrepreneurial experience in your young life. You've touched. So where did you catch the entrepreneurship bug?
It's from my parents. My dad is an amazing entrepreneur, always ever thinking. He likes to say it's a thinking man's world. And I challenge him. I said, it's a thinking woman's world too. He's like, you know what I mean? But no, my dad has always been the top entrepreneur in the family. And my mom, though, has been the, 9 to 5, keep that day job. So I consider myself a nice hybrid of the two. But yeah, it's been now, well over 30 years, I can say.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you started with Girl Scout cookies, huh?
No, actually, we couldn't afford to join Girl Scouts. But I did start early, helping out, and just like I said, my dad's entrepreneurial endeavors and being able to see what it really takes to get it from the mud, as they say. Farming is where I cut my chops for the most part in entrepreneurship, and it continues to be a stable part of my life. And now I'm over into tech, and who knows what'll be next in the next 15 years.
Well, we were talking earlier about pitching your business. And of course, a couple of years ago, as you came up with one of your latest endeavors, you threw your hat in the ring with the Tech Rise pitch competition. And you went pretty far in that program, pitching your business. Describe what it's like to pitch your business to
Naomi Campbell.
A check.
During Women's History Month.
You still there?
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem. Yeah, so I did. Yeah, that was my first ever, I guess, formal pitch into a competition or anything. It was in 2021. Yeah, wow, yeah, 2021 for North Lawndale. Tech Rise is an amazing nonprofit organization here in the city that supports Black, Latinx, BIPOC entrepreneurs in the tech space really get that first injection of cash. It is a non-dilutive grant, and it was a 7-minute pitch. So that was, you think 7 minutes is a long time, but then when you put it down, that was just like your commercial break, right? So it's definitely, it was an amazing experience. And you mentioned the Believers Leadership Conference. I mean, the Business Leadership Conference is coming up at Living Word. I actually attend that church, and I actually submitted to pitch there. So I'm praying that I'm selected and I'll be on that stage on the 22nd. And that was actually a 3-minute pitch. So, the varying lengths of pitching is definitely, it stretches you and makes you really crystallize your business communication.
Well, every time you present yourself, you present your business, something good happens. Somebody comes up to you, hands you a card, says, give me a call. Another entrepreneur says, hey, I think I got some ideas that you might incorporate into what you're doing. So to be a part, like you say, of the collaborative ecosystem, you just put yourself in the community of successful people. And like you said, last night, somebody happened to hit you up on LinkedIn. You made a phone call, checked out their stuff online, and then in a very short number of days, you had a room full of venture capital people. We were hosted by Don Thompson at his wonderful facility. I mean, that's how fast things can happen. And you got a chance to tell your story in front of that audience. And I'm sure some people said, hey, I need to know more about Busy Boulevard. And so why don't you tell us about your new entrepreneurship endeavor?
Right. Yeah. So that was like the power of a phone call. That's what I tell people, or the power of your social media circle, knowing how to deliver a message. The communication came through a young lady in the group that we're in on LinkedIn. She needed a space for Road Pitch, where they take 4 entrepreneurs across 6 different cities in the course of a week, and they pitched like 3 times a day to groups of investors. And she needed a space, and I looked at her information and I said, okay, well, I can vouch and get behind this, right? It's of substance. It's an impactful message to see that many people come together. She's a college student, by the way, so this is her spring break activity. And that was amazing. And yes, I did get a chance to, to launch my little 30-second for Busy Boulevard. We design, develop, and we market industry agnostic tools. And our focus is on appointment setting and financial analytics. And we are launching this spring. Actually, we released to market for full scale onboard and subscribers this April. And we're launching in the beauty sector because that's where I actually spent the majority of my career, and realizing that there's this huge need for understanding the numbers of your company, but also being able to track and tie it back to all the customer activity and your scheduling and your inventory. So I created a tool that allows for that. But the beauty of what I created is really like the gamification of it. And I say that not short-sighted. We have created a business console, if you will, and all you have to do is plug in a different industry and it will respond. And so as we're continuing to develop it, there will be certain features that trigger on for certain industries and trigger off for others. But at the heart of it, any industry that is a service-based, appointment-based company could use the system. And one of our newest feature ads, or I would say subscriber benefit, is that we're actually offering microloans to our subscribers. So we'll have a credit union program and we'll allow them to start that business banking relationship. So we not only turn into a tool for people to get their company started, we also give them, when I say truly the first injection of cash from a financial institution, that will come from us as well. So very excited. We're now SaaS fintech hybrid, and it's an exciting journey. I've had an amazing experience learning the tech space and pushing myself and realizing where I have my shortcomings and where I need to put people in place to really help bring this to market. And it's been an amazing journey over the course of the past. This has only been like 2 years. So
all right.
Yeah.
Well, time moves fast when you're having fun.
It does.
When you throw your hat into this tech ring, it moves even faster. And so, but what I love about what you're doing, Noelle Curtis, is that you are embracing the time. You're embracing the moment. You're saying, my background in business prepares me to pivot, to change, to adjust, and to adopt. And so, yes, I can put my toe in the tech waters and build a tech stack and understand how this solution could advantage my clients. And guess what? People are saying, hey, I can dig that. This is bringing tech to me my way. So one thing that I want everybody listening to the show today to understand is don't be intimidated by the Googles and the Facebooks and all the talk of AI. It's what you do and the way you do it that brings something unique to the table, and your customers will respond, because all of this stuff that's out here doesn't necessarily rub people the right way. We know that many of these firms have been in tech for their benefit, not necessarily ours. And just like all of us that have been around this social media game for a while, it's all about pay to play right now. Right. If you're not writing checks, you're not getting any views. And so we need to have alternatives. And Busy Boulevard is one of those alternatives. How can people find out more about your application and check it out and understand how it might help them or advance their business?
Right. So we're all over social, right? This is our brand awareness campaign, if you will. We are at BISIBLVD.com. So that's B as in boy, I as in igloo, S as in Sam, I as in igloo, B as in boy, L as in Larry, V as in victory, and D.com. So busyboulevard.com. You can find us at that same handle on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on X. We even have a Pinterest account. We don't do a lot on there just yet, but we have a significant social media footprint. Really excited. You'll find us at trade shows. We have relationships with beauty colleges across the city, and we're actually launching into brick and mortar. We have two stores that are coming online there for NCAP activation for our system as well. So, it's been I would say a quiet journey, if you will, just growing and laying a foundation so that when we were ready to let the world really know on a larger scale what we're doing, you'll have no problem finding us.
Well, I hope that those that listen to Bruce on Business every week recognize that this is a platform where we want to help launch the next great business brands that we hear about. So here's one we're hearing about, Busy Boulevard. You can say, I heard it first. on Bruce on Business.
Absolutely.
And there may be a there may be a chance for you to connect, and you will see Noelle, because she is not only building her own business, but she is giving back, because she plays a role at Sunshine Enterprises to assist entrepreneurs that go through the Community Business Academy, and after they finish that program, where they can have some access to capital services and really provide advice and counsel, so they know, like she's talking about credit union funding, operating capital, initial grants to acquire facilities. You want to put yourself in a community of leaders and people who are not only looking out for themselves, but they're looking out for you too, so you don't make the same mistakes that we made going down that road. But guess what? There is money out here. You can get it. It is not impossible. Somebody will make a phone call on your behalf and say, hey, I've got somebody you need to sit down with, and they have their business act together. So Noelle Curtis is one of those people you want to know, and I think she is the embodiment of impactful entrepreneurs, someone that is saying, yes, I want to be the next, what do they call that, unicorn, but at the same time, I'm going to bring some people along with me for the ride, because my clients will be those that have applied technology in a way that makes a difference in their business and has added value to what it is they're doing in a very unique and special way. So, Noelle, I want to thank you for being here with me today.
Absolutely.
And one more shout out. What is your web address again?
It's busyboulevard.com, BISIBLVD.com. And I want to say with the Sunshine Enterprises, right? It's a lot of times people think, oh, you're going to go and you're going to fundraise and do all these things and start a company without having your personal household finances in order. It's okay to have a 9-to-5. I still work and collect a paycheck as I'm growing my company. But I love the mission of Sunshine, and it's an easy use of my time where it brings joy to see other people unfold and unlock their potential within their company, and the light bulb moments and helping them guide and navigate the financial understandings of their company. And Sunshine is a wonderful ecosystem partner to have. We partner with different organizations. EDLI, for example, was the one that we partnered with last evening with Don Thompson's Cleveland Avenue. So it's an easy lift when we all are working towards building and growing community. But it takes us getting together and finding our strengths in that group and allowing each other's strengths to shine and come through. And at the end of the day, you know, we all want the same thing, right? We want financial stability in our communities. We want individuals to have access, not just to money, but to a better way of living life. And so I'm grateful that even with Sunshine, they are not intimidated by the fact that I have a company outside of their organization. And it's been a beautiful melting pot, if you will, of collaboration and activity. But thank you, Bruce. You're always a great catalyst in the space as well, lending airwaves to voices like mine. And so I'm appreciative as well.
Well, I look for Busy Boulevard to do some great things and for us to take advantage of that platform in all ways. You have a chance of putting your toe in the water of the fintech space, the CRM space, the convenience. And again, this is tech enablement. And that's what I'm so excited about, is that, this whole AI and mobile and broadband revolution is meant for our benefit. So it's not to be intimidated by this. And no matter what kind of business you have, you can leverage that business in unique ways by engaging your customer, managing data, being in integrity, knowing how people want to engage and benefit from your service offerings, and then partnering and collaborating, putting a relationship stack in place along with your capital and your the technology stack. So Noelle Curtis, thank you so much for your time and your support, and I look forward to seeing you. You'll be in class this Thursday.
I will. Like, I'm a lifelong learner, right? I never stop learning. You can see, like, this one, only one of my bookshelves, right? For those who watch me, I'm streaming this on all my channels right now. So okay. Yeah, I will be in class with you. On. Yes, absolutely. All right, yeah, you're on about 5 different platforms right now over here too. So yeah.
All right. Well, we love you. We appreciate you, and thank you so much for all that you do. We'll see you very soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bruce. Have a great weekend.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So thanks for you all who have been on. You just missed the interview. I hopefully I'll be able to catch a snippet of it. So grateful to just ecosystem partners. I cannot overemphasize the importance of being able to reach out and pick up the phone and call individuals who really believe in your mission and in your message. And although it's a Saturday, this is what it takes, right? It's a Saturday afternoon, and I'm working. I'm going out this evening to hang and relax and on a date night. But at the same time, when you're growing a company behind the scenes, people don't realize the ebbs and flows of a workload week, and it's intense. Yeah, last night was absolutely wonderful. So there's a wonderful group called Road Pitch. We're in the group together, Megan and I. She's one of the co-founders of that group, and we're in Sister Circle on LinkedIn. So shout out to LinkedIn for just the amazing collaborative space that can benefit from being there. And she just direct messaged me and said, "Hey, we're looking for a space. We come through the city of Chicago." And I found out last evening there were about 6 different people looking for space and they weren't able to find one. And so she reached out. We got on the phone, and literally it was a 3-day conversation back and forth to a couple of different groups to see if we could support. And we were able to go ahead and help her with that lift. So, don't be afraid to reach out and ask people for help if you need it, or support if you don't feel comfortable saying help, but support it. And you have to be in a space where you understand, well, hey, wait a minute, I need some support. I've hit a wall. What next? And you never know what can come from that. But thanks for this little spending the couple of minutes of your Saturday with me. I'm about to go. Got to take kids to the park and clothes shopping for the weekend. And that's it. You guys have a blessed week, and I will see you